In the ancient land of Jian, where tall pine trees whispered secrets and the Jade River flowed gently, lived a girl named Li Mei. She was known for her beauty, which was as bright as the moon, and her kindness, which could warm even the chilliest heart. Li Mei worked as a healer, spending her days with herbs and potions, but dreaming of a life beyond her small village. Across the river, in a place where mountains touched the sky, was the stronghold of the Huang warriors. Among them was Zhang Wei, a young fighter whose name was famous for his bravery in battles, but he was also sad because he couldn't love freely. His heart, meant to be hard like the steel of his sword, melted when he saw Li Mei. The village and the Huang clan were sworn enemies, their lands separated by the Jade River, which had become a boundary of distrust and hostility. There was no celebration together, no Lotus Festival. Instead, their interactions were usually marked by skirmishes and silent standoffs. One day, a rare event occurred. An eclipse was to happen, and it was believed by both sides that such a celestial event could signal change or peace. Both the village and the Huang clan decided to hold separate ceremonies by the river, each on their side, to honor the sky's dance. It was during this time, with the sun momentarily darkened by the moon, that destiny brought Li Mei and Zhang Wei together. Li Mei had come to the river to gather water for her ritual, and Zhang Wei was there to honor the eclipse in his clan's way. They met by chance where the river was narrow, their eyes locking across the water, a silent promise made under the shadow of the eclipse. Despite the tension, the moment felt sacred, blessed by the unusual alignment of the heavens. They began to meet in secret at the same spot, where the river whispered their secrets. Zhang Wei talked about the stars, saying he saw their stories in Li Mei's eyes. She told him about healing, how life and love are connected, both short-lived yet everlasting. Their love grew with each encounter, a forbidden bloom in the shadow of conflict, but their love was destined to be uncovered. One night, a scout from Zhang's clan saw them together. The news reached Zhang Wei's father, the clan leader, who was as harsh as the mountain itself. He ordered Zhang Wei to prove his loyalty by ending Li Mei's life. Zhang Wei couldn't do it. He planned for them to escape together, to run away with the morning mist. But Li Mei, sensing the danger, had another plan. She sent a message for one last meeting, not for escape, but for a final act of love. They met again by the river under the cover of night. The moon was hidden, and the stars were their only witnesses. Li Mei's face was pale, not just from the lack of moonlight, but from the weight of her decision. She held a small vial in her hand, the contents dark and ominous.
Li Mei, what is this?
Zhang Wei's voice trembled, sensing the finality in her gaze.
This is the only way, my love.
She whispered, her voice breaking.
To save you, to save our people from further bloodshed.
She showed him the poison, her eyes filled with tears that threatened to spill over.
No, Li Mei. There must be another way. We can run, we can hide, we can...
Zhang Wei tried to take the vial from her, his hands shaking with desperation. She stepped back, clutching the vial closer.
If I die by my own hand, your clan will see it as an act of peace. They won't blame you, and my village will be safe from revenge.
Her voice was steady now, a resolve forged in the crucible of love and sacrifice.
Please don't do this,
Zhang Wei pleaded, tears now streaming down his face. He reached out to her, but she moved further away, her decision made.
I love you, Zhang Wei,
she said, her voice a whisper carried by the wind.
Let this be the end of hatred, not of love.
With those words, she uncorked the vial and drank, her eyes never leaving his. He never returned to his clan. Instead, he wandered the lands, a ghost among the living, carrying the tale of their love. A legend of tragedy where love was both the beginning and the end. His story became a cautionary tale, a reminder of love's power to both heal and destroy, a narrative of what could have been if only the world had been kinder to lovers caught in the web of duty and division.